Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? If you haven't heard already, the patch is dropping today, so don't forget to back up your files. Hey, Myriac. What do I have to say for myself? I don't have the brain cell today, Sprouts, so that's why I'm playing the Brawlr campaign. So I don't know what I have to say for myself. Right now, we're going to get geared up. Looks like I have to remake my mitts because I've done some changes and mods. So those went away. Always seems that Xbox gets the patch first recently. Yeah, you guys are the guinea pigs, Cal. I don't know why that Zarek torch is on the ground. And this is just an old pack, which I suppose I could hang up over there, but apparently I left hastily last time. Hey, Fox, how are you? And hi, Jubo. I see you up there, too. Alright. So, well, let me make my mitts. Maybe. If I have the stuff. I don't have the stuff. Alright, well, let's go check out the base. Alright, so this is Brawler's new base. I don't remember what I have back here. Junk. Alright. Let's go make some food before Sprouts yells at me for starving. It is dawn. Shire breakfast it is. Yeah, I made this base to kind of look like a cave. Was the whole idea there. We're not doing that dance. I said we're not doing that dance. He disagrees. There we go. Well, Fox, if you're playing on PC, on Steam or Epic, you can back up your save files, which I highly recommend doing before a patch comes out. Just to be on the safe side, that way you can go back and reload something if it messes it up.
Cabbage scraps and meat pie, mushroom caps and bean pie, radish chunks and beer pie, cranberries and cheese pie, onions from my satchel, jerky bits and beets. Pie the pies 100 high and gather round to
I believe Myriac Firmax has a
Yes!
video on his YouTube channel about how to locate your files. Is that food done yet? There we go. And there you go. Sprouts has got you taken care of too. Let's take the tour. So this is Brawler's house. Got the nice big hearth in here, stove. I just put the BuildLore shelves up for just for looks. Got our room table, meal table. Head upstairs to the bedroom. Did some light fixtures in here. I didn't want it really bright. Got our treasure piles. Got our weapons racks and such. And down here we got our little chairs so we can relax and look out over the place. These dwarves have terrible posture. Maybe it's because he's wearing a backpack. Got some farm plots kind of spread throughout the whole place. Today I will be going and rescuing what NPCs I can and moving them in here as guards and salvagers. I just applied the Durin's Folk content to this world today, so some of these food plots are just for decoration. I kind of hope that the NPCs aren't going to be able to get up to this level. I'm thinking this corner might be too tight. If they can, I'll put up a gate so that they can't. Or at least I'll try to. Got more stuff down here that the salvagers will be able to get. Here's our little garden shed. Yeah, we got a couple bridges in here. This I designed, they're probably going to get stuck here. But thing is, if they don't get stuck here, they're not going to get stuck going up to my house. So we'll see what happens. But the reason I built this was because there is a nest over here that I want them to be able to harvest for eggs. Got some trees planted. Mushrooms growing under there. Here's one of the doorways leading out of the tile that I have hearthed up for my base. Come out here and take a look at the other side of it. I did plant a tree out here at the edge of that hearth radius too. A couple trees. Here's the south gate. This base is in the Western Halls, Fox. So here's the aftermath over here where you start. And this would be Ori's camp, the first base camp that you can kind of partially pre-made for you. And then here's the Durin's Highway gate, the cursed door. This would be Doors of Durin right here. So this is the tile that we're in. I call this the Cranberry Bog, or the Cranberry. I'm shifting to the Cranberry Grotto on that. I think Limden was the first person I heard use that term, and I like it. So this is the room right before the Elven Quarter. Here's the Elven Quarter. So previously my base was down here in the mines, right here at Lone Ice Camp. So We've got this this statue platform was natural here. That's one of the random things that can spawn into this room. So we decorated it up as good as we could. We'll head over here. There's another doorway. This is the north gate. This one stays pretty low-key. Not centered, but since it's a little cave entrance, I'm okay with that. We got another bridge over here. And we got another set of stairs to lead up to the other two nests that are in this room. This is the roasting pit that I'm going to put a cook at to feed the NPCs. Here's beds for the NPCs. Here's the two nests. Here's the NPCs' meal tables. And I'm hoping that they'll be able to get down here and harvest these plants. Yeah, you can get NPCs. They've all got jobs that they can do. They'll come with pre-assigned jobs, and you'll just have to give them a certain tool to do the job. There's also different hats that you can put on the NPCs to change their job. So over here we've got this two-story building. There's usually a house here down in the cranberry bog that I tore down to build a forge with a brewery on top. So here we've got some brew kettles and a brew tank. Same over here, mirrored. Give you a look up there. And then we'll go down to the bog and check out what I've done down there. Oh, I should have showed you this door over here first. Got this rope ladder here to get on top of those brew tanks so I can access those. Put that Ufon furnace in there for decoration. There's the outside of it. I got campfires in these
There's something over there.
bowls.
There's something over there.
Thanks, Fox. I've got an older stream just from probably a week or two ago where I was doing some of this building. These doors are pretty close together. That's irritating. Thanks, Miriak. I'm curious to see if the NPC salvagers can get these grab apples. Obviously, they can't get them from below, but I'm wondering if they'll get them from up above. So, we'll see what happens. I get mixed reviews from other people that are more, that use the NPCs more than I do about whether or not that's going to work. But that's why we're testing everything. So, in the water down here, we planted a bunch of plants. There's a good look at our bridge. One of our bridges. Oh, I thought I planted mushrooms back here. I guess I didn't. There's our forge and our brewery. Here's our repair smithy. Metal fragment chest. We got a regular forge. We got a Khazad-dûm forge. We got 2 small furnaces. We got the Ufon furnace. We got our workbench and our gem cutter. We got our storage chests. Found that NPCs can normally collect within about a block above or below. It really would depend on how much room they have to get your apples. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. See how it goes. I wonder if I have the stuff for Schnorr ingots here. I do. I couldn't remember if I moved all my stuff or not, so. I probably don't need a furnace. Well, I should have not done that and just used all my tin ore. That's alright. And we'll go check out the other bridge. So there's that bridge. Brew tank here. Some hop goblet. I'm sure the NPCs will drink it all. Tried to give a little hot spring vibe down here. Place for everybody to hang out. Yep. Yep, can't. Don't want to plant those in the sun. Let's do this. I don't have any NPCs collected yet, so I don't have the delving chest unlocked or anything like that, but as soon as we get that unlocked, we'll set that up somewhere. I am using some mods. I do have fat stacks. Well, I have fat axe installed, which is a combination mod that Moria put together for me. It's got fat stacks and epic packs everywhere, and fat trade and fast monuments, and the BearKnuckle Brawler weapon mod. So, speaking of, let's go get that crafted. That should have unlocked that. I don't know why it didn't.
I'll destroy you first!
Alright. They haven't been coming in here. Let's see if that changed since I put doors up instead of walls. Oh, they're actually beating on the door this time. That's good.
We got more! Perfect!
Ever wonder what sunlight
Ha ha! That's one more for me!
Don't run. We were just having a good time. Yeah, if you're on PC, Fox, you can add mods. Yeah, those are pretty low level orcs. But that's the last alliance mall with the Thunderstrike rune on it. Alright, I think I'm going to have to jump to a different world to make my weapon. I already had Schnorr ingots. Alright. I'm going to go to my chatting screen and switch worlds. Yeah, different weapons are better for different enemy types. The hammers are good for armored enemies, so they're really good for that first orc. That last alliance mall is really good for that first orc boss that you're gonna have to fight if you haven't been there yet. And Thunderstrike is arguably the best rune in the game. Orc Bane will do a little bit more damage when you're fighting orcs, but Thunderstrike will do more damage to everything in general. Killed Bolgak the other day. That's good.
I need a torch. Too dark for dwarf eyes.
Sorry, it'll just be a second here. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, Fox. Thank you. And we have a crash. What's up with that? Sprouts fat fingered the ban button. Oh, okay. So, I don't know how this is going to go. The game is patching right now, so my mod might not work anymore.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it.
Maybe reload the stream, Fox. Exit out and load back in. Alright, bear with me while I reload some mods, folks. Or remove some mods, I should say. Alright, let me try this again. Might have to abandon... Well, I guess I can rescue NPCs without the BearKnuckle mod if that's what I need to do.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Okay, let me in. Okay. Got my mitts on.
I hate this.
Let's go rescue an NPC. Well, let's go to sleep first, I guess. Nah, you know what? We're good to go. We got high spirits. Go down to Lone Eye's camp. We'll see if there's anything here we can grab that we haven't emptied out yet.
Mystery pie for dinner. Alpha cooked a feast, but Alpha must have used his axe to
Okay.
make the recipe. Stones instead of berries. Alpha bakes robust. Alpha dusted soil atop to brown the crackly crust. Nazun, Bunud, a blunder and a
Oh, we're on the just chatting still, aren't we? There we go.
Bunud got gravel in his
Thanks,
brain.
Tyler.
His skull is
It's like I
full
knew
of
you walked
pebbles
in the
and
door.
rocks and bricks and grass and grain. Nazun Bunud, you rubble-headed fool.
Oh, I love that song!
Alright. Let's go rescue an NPC. Oh yeah, Tyler, back up your files. The patch has dropped on Steam and on Xbox. I don't know about Epic or PlayStation yet.
What's that? We got orcs! That's all you got?
Paladin, how's it going? Yes on Epic, Paladin says. Good to know, thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Paladin. Hope you're doing well.
I need a better weapon for this!
Might as well harvest some nests while I'm here. Too early to tell, really. Yeah, too early to tell. I don't have NPCs in this world yet. I'm on my way to rescue my first one. I just applied Durin's folk to this world, and because I set up a base for NPCs. So we'll see how these guys work.
Someone there? Help!
Ever wondered what sunlight feels like?
I thought we could break these days. There we go.
Zakar Malul, get me out of here!
Thank Allah. You are a sight. Are you from Gimli's camp? Yes, I'm here to help. I woke up after the explosion and orcs were dragging me away. I can't tell how long I've been stuck in here. Let's get you out of here. Can we get back to the company? Did Gimli survive? We're trapped, but we have a small outpost. Let's get you there. Details. Sigbert
Hey,
is a mason. He'll be a guard. Yeah, the NPC's been pretty buggy. But that's what the patch is aimed at, so we'll see what happens. Because of the bugs, I've kind of stayed away from NPCs, so hopefully that straightens things out. I still don't have a big desire to manage NPCs, but maybe that'll improve with bugs getting worked out too, so. Yeah, the NPCs are a little bit buggy, Fox, but that's what these patches are aimed at fixing for us, so... Where am I going here? Besides being lost. Pay attention. Exes. Yeah, that's what the patch is working on, Fox. Pathing for NPCs and different bugs and glitches that were... There was a lot of bugs and issues with the Durance Folk DLC, so... Hopefully they're on the mend. Guildmaster looks ironed out, looks good there. That's good. Yeah, I haven't even beat the base game in this campaign yet, but maybe we'll jump to another world here in a little bit and check some stuff out. We'll grab some stuff while we're here. At the moment, it seems some of the dedicated server not yet got the patches. My world are still loading. Still showing 1.6.6. Yeah, gotta give it time. Oh yeah, fat stacks isn't working. Okay. It'll probably be too late for breakfast, but I'm gonna have to go to sleep quick. Alright. Let's get Sigbert a weapon and some armor. And decide where to put the rally stone. Let's put the rally stone over by their cook, their roasting pit. Where'd that come from? Roasting pit, maybe over here on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, let's put it right here. Am I missing it? Where'd it go? There it is. I need bronze ingots. That's gonna suck, because I don't have any tin. Son of a... Alright. We didn't eat our breakfast. Hopefully we can get there before lunch hits. We'll go down in the lower deeps and see if there's any tin at Orktown. I think I saw some there. And we have an NPC to rescue down there too, so... Set down a chest right here. It's one of the NPC armors.
Rum ba dum da da din, rum da dee da rum, rum dum dum ba doo da dum ba dum. Hear the drums are beating. Alpha, watch the kids. But Alpha must have grown up in a pile of mud and twigs. Toddlers bathed in slurry, younglings speaking troll. Alpha let the babies cut their teeth on gems and coal. Narzun, Bunud, a blunder and a fumble. Narzun, Bunud, got gravel in his brain. His skull is full of pebbles and rocks and bricks and grass and grain. Narzun, Bunud, you rubble-headed fool.
That's my favorite song.
Let's go put some of this stuff away. I have a box for metal fragments ordered by the repair smithy, but I remembered I changed that idea up. Because what I did was I put a box behind the map stone that has all of this materials in it that I normally carry with me. So that I don't accidentally hit deposit all and forget my iron ingots for my repair smithy or something like that. We'll run and put lunch on and then we'll finish putting stuff away. We'll do some stuffed mushrooms. What do I have for brew skins? Karak and Scour. That's good. Scour's gonna be good for the lower deeps. Go up and get my treasure buff. Definitely seems to be better optimized. My large build's loading faster. I have not tried the DS ones yet, but my console build loaded quicker and wasn't drawing pieces as I watched. That's good. It's a good sign. Alright, lower deeps. Let's just go to the bottom of the crystal descent.
Eyes up! Monsters in the air!
Trying to remember where I left off at. Looks like I got everything down here. Been to Orc Town, so that's good. Have I not bought? Okay, yeah, I have. Does this continue? Nope, Chamber of Mazarbul. There's continue. So, looks like I am exploring Dorodelf, so I can still use a weapon down here if I want to. And we will. Sorry, just check something here quick. Ooh, sunken moss.
I need a better weapon. Terrifying ordeal. Wolves have stalked me since the accident.
Nice job. Have you not made it this far yet, Fox? Damn wolves have been stalking me since I woke up down here. I've been fighting them off for days. Were you looking for the eastern stairs down here? The what now? No, I was running for my life and slipped and fell. And fell and fell. It felt like hours before I splashed down here amongst the mushrooms. Join me back at our outpost. We're stronger together. Details. Einar is a metalworker. He'll be a salvager.
It's been a while.
Alright, well then, I should have said this earlier, but spoilers from here on out. I still have the renewed buff, so let's make sure we got all this stuff over here.
Hello there!
Hey, Shiny. How's it going? We're currently rescuing NPCs. Patch has dropped, so please back up your files before you load the game. Yes, sir. Patch dropped. Yeah, they announced it right before it dropped, actually.
We got more! That's one more for me!
Epic dropped also sprouts, according to Paladin Pierce on my YouTube channel. If that's 10 or not. Yeah, no problem, Paladin.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
You can follow the announcement channels like dev updates and stuff like that, Shiny, and then you'll get notified when that happens. They usually don't ping everybody. Of course, I don't even know if they did mention it in dev announcements yet, or where they mentioned it at, but I just saw that somebody else was saying that it had updated on Xbox. I gotcha. Hey, there's Pippin Stone. How did I miss that before? Not Pippin Stone. Pippin Stone is easy to miss. This nest is what I'm worried about. Steam dedicated server files updated, but my paid for dedicated server is still on 1.6.6. Do you have to wait for the server service to update that, Cal? Is that how that works?
I need a better weapon for this!
Yeah, I agree. I hate this pickaxe too. Thanks for commiserating. stuff that I don't normally take with me. Coming to this orc town to search for tin. Pretty sure I saw some down here last time I was down here. Nope, copper. Copper. Yeah, it'd be nice if the steel pickaxe could mine adamant, since it does 30. May have been another world I saw tin at Orktown. That would suck. Hey, there we go. Bisect hosting, I try to upload the patch, then it applies when you start a server after they've uploaded the patch. Yeah. They might not even know that the patch has dropped yet, since it hasn't really officially been announced. That sucks. Can't deal with that flashing like that.
There's a tavern in the deep, they say, hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, where the barkeep croons to a tune they play, hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do, and once you know how the ditty goes, hum-dee-dee-o-do, means at the oaken door with the raven crest, you can sing for your supper and a good night's rest. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do.
Ha ha! Now dig!
Patch release notes, nice. I get done mining this tin, I'll pull those up and we'll go over them quick. let's drop the extra stack of stone. And the biteweed. Hey, Piccolo, how's it going? Let's see if there's any more tin down here before we completely back out of here. There's copper.
I hear something.
Dwarves.
I need a better weapon for this. Knock this one dead.
All right. Alright, we'll head back to the mapstone, head back to the safety of our base, get some bronze ingots going so that we can make our rally stone.
That's all you got?
Piccolo, this is my BearKnuckle Brawler playthrough. I've already defeated this area, so I'm allowed to use weapons down here, but I took a break from playing the playthrough to build a base for Brawler. So the base is finished, and we are now rescuing NPCs because I set that base up for NPCs. So we're implementing what NPCs I can to see if the stuff that I'm testing out in that base is going to work for NPCs. Did you back up your files, Piccolo? I don't remember what platform you're on, but back up your files because the patch just dropped. So if you're on PC, get those backed up and get back into it, man. You can back up your save files if you're on PC. That way, if the patch messes anything up, you can roll back to an old save file
Eyes up! Monsters in the
once
air!
the patch is fixed. Stop the moths. Yeah, don't start over, man. You can just roll back to an old save and get it fixed. Just lose a little bit of time instead of 40 hours of time or whatever you've got wrapped up into it. Miriac Firmax has a video on how to back up your save files, where you can find the save file location at and stuff like that. Check that out on his YouTube channel if you're interested. Yeah, Shiny, I'm going to get back to base, and then once we've got some stuff going there, I will pull up those release notes and we'll read through them. Salvagers should now collect most things on the ground. Alright, let's see what we want to deposit in here. Metal fragments. That should be good for now.
Send in the goats!
Oh, didn't want to do that.
Why'd I gotta do this?
Oh, where's... Should have a wood chest somewhere. Yeah. Gotta take the good with the bad, though, right? Just gonna get bronze ingots going. How many do I need for a rally stone? 2. Did I do 2, or was the first click to add fuel? I'm glad I checked.
I'm done patrolling. Top eight. Eight.
sure where I put some of this stuff, but that's alright. Let's,
Ever wonder what sunlight feels like?
alright. Release notes. We're getting ready to cover them right now, Piccolo. Except I should feed my dwarf. Right, Sprouts? How much time we got on that breakfast?
I'm done patrolling. It's time to eat. Eat.
Alright. Release notes. Small patch is meant to address high severity issues as reported by the community. While we understand there's more issues than this patch fixes, we wanted to get something out before the holiday as fast as possible. I'm reading the wrong one. If I haven't updated the Discord, I have to go to the website. Fair enough. All right, let's see here. After the release of Jern's Folk, the team has been working on addressing critical bugs and feedback from the community. While this patch has several highly requested changes, it mainly focuses on performance and stability throughout Return to Moria. Ensure you have the correct build number on the main menu. You must complete the update before playing. You guys can go to the Return to Moria website and look at the patch notes to see what version you're supposed to be on. I'm currently on Steam, so we're looking at 1.6.6.218163. Performance and stability changes in this release. To improve performance on dedicated servers, we increased the worker CPU threads from 1 to 4 by default. This should decrease loading times up to about 75% of time before and in a smaller way speed up other tasks the game can do in parallel, like pathfinding. If you're running a dedicated server locally, you will likely want to use the full 4 worker threads. When needed, you can adjust this number by providing a command line argument to moriaserver.exe. Note, third-party hosting services will provide their own value or leave default, so please contact your provider to learn more about their solution. Hey, honey bun, we're just reading the patch notes for the newest Return to Moria patch. Hope you're doing well. It fixed the Dimral Dale issue for sure, where you would have multiple NPCs standing on top of each other and not being able to select any of them. Is that the citizen bug? Was that the bald one with the giant eyebrows? Fixed a bug that was spawning multiples of the placeholder citizen dwarf and reducing performance throughout the game. That's great. Genuinely. Improved an issue with the voxel engine that led to low frame rate, lag spikes, and high loading times for clients joining old or mined out world areas. Fixed an issue that caused a lag spike when equipping an item. Fixed a bug where loading into a new area could have resulted in very long waiting times. This was most commonly seen when playing on a dedicated server and teleporting into a distant new location with a map stone. Firing arrows no longer triggers the nav mesh to rebuild, improving lag spikes and FPS. Several improvements that should reduce the instances of long loading walls and long loading times. A package of improvements to performance for very large mega bases. Removed several log spams that could happen due to data corruption or in special cases which would decrease performance, and fixed various crashes. User experience and tuning changes in this release. Fixed an issue that was erroneously showing the By Durns Folk message every time the player launched the game or visited the main menu. It should now only appear a few times, then never again. The notification that an earthquake occurred no longer appears after returning from every expedition. Fixed several scenarios where players could get stuck in story expeditions. Fixed instances where Brawlr would not appear in story expeditions. Fixed several scenarios where players would fall through the world after returning from an expedition. Fixed an issue where some clients would see names of all locations repeatedly when entering a new area. Package of tuning updates to the cost and payoff for traders has been delivered to reduce the overall grind of trade goods in the trading economy. That's nice. Trader order recipes now stay unlocked once discovered. The new tribe of orc that appears during the expansion will no longer appear during sieges and hordes after the completion of the story. They are still available in the highest difficulty of expeditions. Fixed a rare issue where getting knocked back in the base game's final boss fight would deactivate some controls. That one did suck. Fixed remaining issues where the expansion's boss would appear untextured. And Lord of Moria banner and Moria Company shield are now available in Sandbox. Alright. NPC changes in this release. Worked to improve several instances where NPCs were getting stuck. Fixed an issue that was limiting the salvager, what the salvager would collect, to an extremely limited set of items. Salvagers should now collect most things on the ground. Fixed several instances of NPCs disappearing from delving. Improved cases of enemies being able to walk through walls and closed doors. Hopefully that means the enemies too. Fixed several issues that left the cook and brewmaster NPCs idle when they should be working. Decreased the amount of materials needed for crafting NPC hats and outfits. Improved the radius that miners use to find ore. Fixed an issue where NPCs will craft using materials from pallets and other locations they should not have access to. And fixed an issue where salvagers would duplicate materials they collected. I mean, that's all good stuff. Hopefully it's working well. Improvements to performance for very large mega bases makes me happy. Not that I have a lot of those, but I know a lot of people that do. So, we'll see how it goes. Anybody else have thoughts? Yeah, I figured you'd be happy about the Mega Base stuff, Cal. Miriak and Davey will be too, I hope.
Under a clear and inky night, over a giddy round of ale, rosy-cheeked and peckish grew the crowd. A single pie would do them fine, but 10 pies would be better. They grabbed their tins and rolling pins and threw a feast together. Cabbage scraps and meat pie, mushroom caps and bean pie, radish chunks and beer pie, cranberries and cheese pie, onions from my satchel.
He hasn't been live streaming much at all. He got really sick, like bronchitis or something like that. Was down for a few weeks, and I think he's been kind of disenchanted with Moria in general. I see he's been playing some other games, but he hasn't streamed anything in a while. I think he's working on some offline stuff, so hopefully we see him back soon, though. Nope, I need to take this phone call. Sorry, folks.
Why'd I gotta do this?
Alright, sorry about that. Wife calling me about schedule changes. Alright, let's get our stuff repaired and get this rally stone built and get these 2 NPCs working. What do you think? Start with 1 guard and one salvager? Got positive notes from the devs. That's good. Yeah, I've still got mixed feelings on NPCs. It's gonna be a while before that changes, but all right, we need a salvager's creel. Yeah, same here, Shiny. We'll go ahead and make the cook's frying pan too. Why not? Did I see that right? Did that take 10? That seems ridiculous to me. Yeah, we're gonna get this NPC fired up right now. And I might just follow him around. Standing by, famished and hungry. Well, I don't know why they're standing on top of each other, but...
Hey.
Who do we got? We got Sigbert.
Will do.
We got Einar.
Aye.
I could probably go get Einar some armor. I got some Iron Hills armor he could use. I need Numenorian cloth. Numenorian cloth for a guard post. Where did I put my loom? Sigbert will replicate all the gear. Yeah, that's exactly why I made him the guard. Because I wanted to try that out. See how that was going to work. Yeah, I'm going to put a guard post there, Piccolo. But I need the Numenorian cloth for it. And I'm trying to remember if I built a loom in this base. I did not.
I hate this.
Hey, Lemon. Did I make the Numenorian cloth? Yeah. How are you today, Lemon? Oh, these guys are just singing and drinking already. We did get a patch, so make sure you back up your files, Lemon. Make these guys some meat stew. We'll assign them some beds. Assign. Let's see if he's going to use this one.
I'm done patrolling. Talk to eight. Eight.
All right. All right, we're gonna go sleep, and hopefully they get to work. And some breakfast. They better get to work. I'm gonna need some beans soon. Thanks, Lemon.
Smells delicious. Yes?
How come you didn't eat? I thought I made 2. Maybe I didn't. Alright, we're gonna go get our 3rd NPC. We're gonna have to do this BearKnuckle Brawler style because they are in Dwarrodelf, which I have not defeated the orc boss in yet. So, here we go. So we will go to the map stone marked continue. We'll set up a little repair camp right here. Oh, I forgot to give those guys a delving chest. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Shiny. I'll let you know how the egg gathering went. Alright, let's go fight some orcs. Did I change difficulty settings at all? Let me look. I don't think I did. Alright, everything's on default except for drops, which are on high, as they should be.
We got orcs!
Yeah, come on, big guy.
Moria is ours now!
Ah, shit.
I need a better weapon for this! That's one more for me! Nowhere to run now! That's all you got? There's one dead.
Alright. Come back and repair. Sometimes there's a loot chest in here. Sunstone. One more for that, right? Yep. Sprouts, I've been thinking about this, and I'm not sure how you survived rolling through this door and rolling off the ledge. It's wild. I'm glad you survived, but... And nobody tries it on purpose, Lemon. Yes, yes. Search for the dwarven survivor, I know.
Who is out there? It's good to see a dwarven face again. Hey.
How did you find me? Everything is trying to kill us down here. You're gonna get me killed. I'm better hiding alone. Us dwarves need each other. I could press on and get out. I'm already close to the bridge of Khazad-dûm. The dragon won't let anyone leave. Her? Have you seen her? I've only heard her and what the orcs say about her. Maybe I should help you after all. You look like you need it. Come on, let's get you some proper food. Neethi is my cook. Yep. Get your ass back there. Alright. We will go back to our mapstone, and we will head back as well. So that we can get him cooking and build a delve chest and all the things. You never get a cook? I always get a cook. Usually the cook is a multi-skilled dwarf. Usually has 3 skills, one of them being cooking. That's wild. And I'm sad for you. Because hopefully this cook thing is fixed and they won't make bullshit anymore. Alright. Did I unlock Balance chest yet? I could have just looked for my map marker. I have. Okay. Alright. Well, so much for not being able to get to my base. Or my house, I should say.
Got it.
Just follow him and see how he does. Oh, he just cut the corner right there, huh? Okay.
At your service.
Let's get him to cooking. Yeah, I don't need a hug. Storage needed. Okay. I don't know for sure where I'm going to have this delve chest yet, but we're going to put it here temporarily.
No place I'd rather be.
All right.
Aye.
Hey, noob, how's it going? Paladin says it's cat herding. It is. It really is. I want to see him go up the stairs and go to an egg nest. Actually, nope. No nest, no eggs or feathers yet. Yeah, I knew you were streaming with Jubo and them today, noob. But thanks for stopping by.
Sincere thanks.
I just made 2 in case they get filled up before I get a chance to empty them out. That's all. Hey, lazy ass. Get to work.
Cheers.
Oh, because I took his creel from him. My bad.
Will do.
But I'm glad he came down here to use this area to relax. That's good. That was the intention.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know what makes them choose a preference. Piccolo. I just remembered I need to give a cook's pantry to this guy.
What news?
I need steel ingots for that. Noob's been spice junkying it up.
No place I'd rather be. Hey. What news?
Why are we getting hung up on those stairs, buddy?
Cheers! Got it. Aye.
Hey, Armin, how are you? My BearKnuckle Brawler mod is working. I might jump out in a second here and install fat stacks and epic packs. Yeah, that sucks, Tyler. "16 NPCs in your deli and it didn't slow down." That's awesome, man. It's a good sign. Moria Company shield. Yeah, that's been in the game since the drop. Food. We're making food and we're sleeping. And we probably better drink.
Rum. Rum ba dum da da din. Rum da dee da dum. Rum dum dum ba doo da dum da dum da dum ba
Have a good one, noob. Have a good
Mystery
stream.
pie for dinner. Alpha cooked a feast, but Alpha must have used his axe to pick the recipe. Stones instead of berries. Alpha bakes robust. Alpha dusted soil atop to brown the crackly crust. Narzun, Bunud, a blunder and a fumble. Narzun, Bunud, got gravel in his brain. His skull is full of pebbles and rocks and bricks and grass and grain. Narzun Bunud, you rubble-headed fool.
Ha ha! Let's sing it again!
So I was looking at conversation in Discord, somebody that's looking into the files since the patch update, and change in the value of trade goods. Engraved mirrors have gone from 50 to 75, gold jewelry from 50 to 75, 50 reputation points up to 75 reputation points, by the way. Surveyor's instruments from 50 to 75. There is reduced all NPC hats and outfits, base trade value, Mason's hat. Looks like all of these hats went from 200 trade points to 50. That's pretty awesome. Meat hat went from 200 to 100, and the kitchen apron went from 375 to 250. The trade value, the base trade value for the marble and the sandstone was reduced from 25 to 10. That's all good news. All right. I didn't sleep yet. Just give it those steel ingots so we can make the cook's pantry. I should build stairs there. That's a little concerning. Whoa. What's that all about? besides trying to piss me off. Alright, did I get my ingots? I did. I'm missing iron ingots. And coal. And what else? I wish they'd take away that animation where they run up to you and greet you every time you get close. That was your turn, Star. That's good, man. That's a really good sign. I'm gonna drop some of those. Bastion and Dwaro Delve. Okay. Actually, let's... Excuse me. Sorry, Lemon. Let's see here. I'm gonna check my recipes. Alright, I do have the Iron Heart Stout, so I can leave behind these Bastion journal pages. Alright, I need more iron ingots and I need coal, and then we'll get out of here. I need to drink that yet. That is not enough iron ingots. Oh, I got that repair smithy back at the... So it is enough iron ingots, actually.
No place I'd rather be.
Well, says, you know, I really think miners are useless once you have the ability to do expeditions. Yeah, but if you can get miners set up and not have to do expeditions, maybe you don't like to do expeditions, so. Miners are pretty finicky before the patch. I don't know if that's changed or how it's changed or anything like that, but. Alright, where is... There he is.
Sincere thanks.
Still no eggs or feathers. Alright. Let's go punch some stuff. Actually, I wanted to restore some mods quick, so let me go to my chatting screen. While I do that, shouldn't take too long. Well, people have had mixed luck with them doing it before, gathering eggs and feathers before, but I specifically set this base up to see if they would. But I have some pretty tight areas that they need to move through to be able to do that, so I don't know if it'll work or not. I don't know if Fat Stacks is going to work with this either, with this mod combo that I have going on. Only one way to find out.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we cleanse the world from the shadow of the ring and its master. Yet we dwarves celebrate as a scattered people, cut off.
All right, moment of truth. Oh, that's weird. Alright, I'm gonna shoot a message to Toby and Miriak quick. wanted to do that, actually. Alright. Let's fix these stacks really quick. Some of them can be fixed and some of them can't be fixed, apparently. It's weird that granite works and the others don't.
At your service.
He's moving quick. Yep, that's not what I wanted to do. If you could slow down, I'd appreciate it.
Cheers.
Still no eggs. Don't you want to come up here?
What news?
Alright, well, we'll leave you be. And we'll go fight some stuff. Thanks for the reminder, Tyler. I didn't see when your message came in. It probably came in before I changed it, though. Okay, so, sorry, I'm going to switch one more time, folks. I just got a message about a mod. We're going to see if that worked.
We just did.
Sorry for the chaos today, but, you know, it's patch day, so.
Our story is more than what hobbits are.
On the bright side, Paladin, while they might be as tough as they've ever been, after you complete the expansion storyline, they won't show up anymore unless you go to an expedition, so take heart. Fingers crossed. Yeah. All right, I am going to send a message about that. Got an ad break starting in a minute and a half. Gonna fix this mod situation again quick. I do apologize, everybody. I like the hammer of Thunderstrike for him myself. I've yet to punch one, but I'm going to.
Our story is more than...
I'm also going to punch Man Bat. Punch him right in the feels and the jewels. Yeah. Yep. Piccolo Y Axbeard the 13th for a name. So I'm a longtime Dungeons and Dragons player, and Axbeard is a character that I had. Baron Axbeard specifically is a character that I had in a D&D campaign, and I've carried that through to all my homebrew D&D stuff and things like that. So the current Axbeard is Axbeard the 13th. So that's the reason for the 13th. And Baron Axbeard has always been spelled Bearon. And that comes from my favorite uncle who passed away about 10 years ago now. He was a big football fan, had a fantasy football team, played D&D with me. His fantasy football team was called the Red Ridge Raiders. His nickname is Red. And he also had a black lab when I was growing up, was a papered, purebred, and the dog's name was, on paper, was Baron Vitor of Red Ridge, and he called him Bear for short. So I chose the name Baron as kind of an homage to my uncle. And now I'm running around Moria boxing bears, so it kind of all fits. I should be collecting more ironwood. I should have got the axes. We'll do that when we go back. Yeah. Always happy to share the good stories.
I need a better weapon for this!
That's a good point, Tyler. 13 has also always kind of been my number. I know that that sounds tough guy cliche, but age 13 for me was a very eye-opening year of growing up, and so I've always kind of stuck with 13. Alright, we'll get the pickaxe out, that's fine. I already came up here, didn't I? Yep. It wasn't on purpose, but it was subconsciously on purpose, Tyler. Alright. Need to pay better attention to the time. We'll go back, we'll sleep, we'll make a spell carver. Last Alliance helm is one of my favorite looking helms in the game, right behind the Belaghost helm. Muscle memory. Alright. Meal table needs clearing. Ah, damn it. Maybe if I switch this to a camp meal table, it won't fill it. You know what I just noticed? I do have them, but I don't have any of my buffs from them. That's not good. Probably need Khazad steel ingots. Now we need fine leather. I do have the restored pieces in this world, Tyler. I do. Fine leather. Loom. War axe. Yeah, give me 1 second, Tyler. Holly adorned table. I don't have the holly cuttings, but I have the table. He just come in here and lift his leg on that? Well, that sucks. Wonder why that happened. That's weird. Need to find something to punch before I go try to punch red eye orcs.
Rum ba dum da da din, rum da dee da rum, rum dum dum ba doo da dum da dum da dum ba dum. Hear the drums are beating. Alpha, watch the kids. But Alpha must have grown up in a pile of mud and twigs. Toddlers bathed in slurry, younglings speaking troll. Alpha let the babies cut their teeth on gems and coal. Narzun, Bunud, a blunder and a fumble. Narzun, Bunud, got gravel in his brain. His skull is full of pebbles and rocks and bricks and grass and grain. Narzun, Bunud, you rubble-headed fool.
Oh, I love that song!
It's gonna be lunch by the time I leave here. Yep, should have put that food away. Alright. There's got to be a wolf or something around out there that I can go punch, right?
The mountain smiles on us today.
There we go.
I need a better weapon for this!
Alright, well, that's a problem. Still nothing. Send a message to Toby quick. I need to check this message from my kid. Alright, sorry about that. Hey, Baggins. Jesus Christ, getting through campaign as a second job I did not expect the last 3 days. Sealing up and getting that stone. Let's go. Hey, Toby. Alright, so what happened, Toby, is... I noticed all the buffs went away, right? Over on the side of the screen, showing all the buffs that the gloves should have. So I took the gloves off, made a new set of gloves, and tried to see if that would change it. It did not change it. Neither one of them work. I did go out and try to punch a wolf, and it's only doing the 3 points of damage that everybody does when they punch, so... I mean, a kind of organized inventory, right? Oh, you know what, Toby? Let me jump out here quick and check something. I'm gonna go to my chatting screen. Everybody should still be able to hear me. I'll still be able to see chat. I think I might have forgot to remove fat stacks. That could be causing a problem, right? I have not updated the mod yet, but I had this installed before the patch installed and it was working, and then I logged out and logged back in and now it's not working again. So yeah, I understand that's probably the problem. I just wanted to mention it to you. And this is your mod, not the compiled mod that Miriak made for me, because that one's not working either. Let me check real quick, Toby. I just uninstalled fat stacks and let me see what happens here.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves...
Are you using speed boots, Baggins? All right, you know what, Toby? It was the addition of fat stacks that must have messed it up, because I got the buffs back now. Let's go find a wolf and make sure they're working. So speed boots, whenever you have speed boots in your inventory, like 99% of the time, when you load into a world, it'll kick something out of your inventory. So always pay attention when you've got the speed boots on. Usually it kicks it out and drops it right wherever you spawned into the world at. Come on, give me a wolf. Doing 13 points of damage to that barrel. So I say they're working, Toby. Sorry about that. Sorry for the false alarm. Totally forgot that I had fat stacks installed. I'm satisfied. Let's go fight some orcs. Still no feathers and eggs. I don't know. I'd have to go back and read the patch notes again, Piccolo. I think what they reduced is the cost of those items from the traders. Toby was just looking at files and was posting in his Discord that the costs had been reduced. Let me go back and look at that. So all of the hats got reduced from 200 reputation points to buy the recipe from the trader down to 50. That's according to Toby looking into the game files. He's still cooking at my table. You have everything unlocked in first world, Piccolo, but what about second world? All right. We're probably going to go about another, let's see, what time do I need to leave by? Need to leave by 3:30. We'll probably go another half hour here. I'm going to set a timer for a half hour. And then we're going to call the stream. No, we can go longer than that. No, I need to leave by 2:30. So we'll go till... Yeah, we'll go to about 1:30.
His beard
I
is
didn't get
long,
my
his
buff.
arms are strong, his voice is sure and stout. From mines he draws a stream of gold, from orcs he draws a shout. He sleeps as deep as ancient ore, his snores are mighty roars. Meet my best pal Durin, meet
Ate my
my
breakfast
best
too
pal
soon.
Durin. Meet my best pal Durin, king of axes, king of dwarves.
Oh, I live for ale, a fire, and a song.
Go hurt them.
What do I have marked here on the map? Wound in 1, we can delete that. We opened that. Okay. Oh.
Drakes! I need a better weapon for this!
Didn't even hit me. Granted, I'm doing 11 more points of damage than the normal punch to a Drake, but that's the fun part. No ironwood? No ironwood?
Oh, I'm tired. When do we get to eat?
The hammer on the anvil smote, their chisel clove and graver wrote. Their forged was blade and bound was hilt. The delver
You can't be skipping the buffs, man.
the mason
I'll go over them here in a minute.
Their beryl, pearl, and opal pale, and metal wrought like fish's mail. Buckler and corselet, axe and sword, and shining spears were laid in hoard.
Till
So-
Durin wakes from sleep.
These different buffs. These top 4 are from the gloves that I'm wearing, which are modded. Undaunted, that's from just singing at this statue. High Spirits, that's from drinking a brew. Hero Spirit is from honoring the memorial flame at my base. Traveler is because I drank a brew before I went to bed and I woke up with a random buff. Fearsome is from the Karak tea that I drank, and Horde Ferocious is from the treasure pile that I admired before I left. Before I left my base. Ooh, we got a troll fighting some orcs. We don't want to repair the barrel. You know what I could do? I mean, as much as I like to punch a troll. Let's do this instead. Not gonna let me break that? Okay, that's like the third wooden thing that I've broke with this Spellcarver axe and haven't gotten a piece of ironwood. And why can't I break those? No, I have this axe that I'm using, Baggins, has a Spellcarver rune on it. It was supposed to be changed in the last patch, Tyler, that you weren't supposed to get it from orcs and stuff anymore, but I should definitely be getting it from this wood. This isn't architecture. And you should still be getting it from architecture. If they change that, that's bullshit. This is dwarf architecture. That's bullshit. Gonna have a word with somebody about that.
Troll!
Hey,
Did he see us?
dipshit. That away in case I do end up having to punch him. There we go.
Aquadurin rabia kudrir nachel im durta.
Nice. The soundtrack is excellent.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
Ooh, more emeralds. Is that an identical, 4 identical treasure hoards? So this is a dwarf machine. You're telling me I'm not going to get ironwood from this, Tyler? I shouldn't be getting ironwood from it? And what about the furniture and stuff in this room, the barrels and stuff? Like this stuff. You haven't been getting ironwood from that either? Because I should be getting ironwood from all of this stuff. Anything that's wood. Let's go out here. That is architecture. Yeah, that's the way it should be. You should be getting whatever the tree type of wood is. You should be getting ironwood and you should be getting wood scraps, right? This is architecture. We used to get ironwood from this from the very beginning. It's going to disappear.
Shut it! I hear something.
Way back from the beginning days, that would have given us ironwood.
Wax! I need a better weapon for this!
I mean, I've cleared out all that architecture from the Elven Quarter with an ironwood axe and gotten ironwood from that back as far as 1.2. I can guarantee that.
Moria is ours now. Drums, get ready
Oh
to fight.
fuck, we got a horde.
We got more. There's something out there. That's all you got? Surround them. That's one more for me.
Yeah, so the reason that they patched Spellcarver last go around was because you were getting Ironwood when you used the Spellcarver axe on anything. Rats, orcs, anything that you hit with the Spellcarver axe would drop Ironwood. Before that, there was never any complaints, never any talks of patching it. That's where my confusion lies, right? Okay, we got 11 pieces of ironwood. Now, before, any of this furniture in this room would have given us ironwood, if I recall correctly. So let me test it on this. Let's see if this gives us ironwood. Nope, not giving us ironwood. Okay, so, but if I hit it with the Spellcarver, it should give me ironwood. And it did. That gave me ironwood. That gave me ironwood because it's Dwarrowed Elf and it should give me ironwood. That gave me ironwood. There's my axe fragment. All the furniture in this room should give me ironwood without Spellcarver. And it did. Okay, this should not give me ironwood. And it didn't, but if I hit it with the Spellcarver axe, it should give me ironwood. And it didn't. That's bullshit. I will be filing a complaint.
Perfect!
This new sound I'm hearing. Feels like there's a shortage of orcs. There's some up there, though.
Shut it! I hear something. I need a better weapon for this! Knock this one dead!
After his words of wisdom, the game rewards exploration allowed me to keep my sanity as I searched Moria for drakes so I could forge my mithril weapon. Nice. You always find stuff when you're just wondering about, hopelessly about to give up. It's the truth. Also, don't destroy, if you find a drake nest with the big blue eggs, like the room that I was just in when I was fighting the drake, don't destroy those eggs, and you will, and the drake will respawn when you leave and come back. Good way to farm scales. There. There are scales in the warehouse. I can't remember exactly where they're at. I think they're in the room with the box. Unless, of course, the warehouse was picked over and there wasn't any left, which is also a possibility. Yeah, that's what I thought, Tyler. Did you get the warehouse, did you get Lionheart's warehouse, Baggins? Is that where it came, is that where your warehouse came from? Yeah, if you go through the food room into the room with the box are on the left. And I think scales and, is it bat droppings are on the right? At least scales for sure. Doesn't look like my guy is taking his job very seriously. Still no eggs. Three mushrooms. There's more like it. Sorry, man. I'll give you a good look at it here in a second. I'm going to need to keep those for myself. All right. We'll go up top here by the map stone and give you a good look at everything. There's my house right there. There's the forge with the brewery above it. Yeah, thanks. I spent a couple hours in here building, getting this base ready for NPCs and such. Show you the doors I did, how I hid my hearths too. I didn't really hide them, but got them out of the way. Got a grand hearth up there. Or a lodge hearth, rather. Another lodge hearth out here. Yeah, I opted to, I mean, I restore buildings sometimes, but I opted to tear that one down and tear this one down. Here's the forge. The little hot spring thing over here for the NPCs to relax in. Grab a beer while they're doing it. There's another grand hearth over here. This might not be a grand hearth, I don't remember, but here's the door. Here's the brewery up here. Yeah, we are missing a few pieces to be able to restore everything properly too, so that kind of sucks, but... Yeah, I got a lodge hearth out here and 2 stone hearths just for aesthetics. Where are all of my NPCs at? I saw their arrows for a minute when I was out there. They gone. Alright, we're going to wrap it up here in the next 5 minutes, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I will be streaming again tomorrow night. Well, I think tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Valentine's. No, Saturday's Valentine's Day. So yeah, tomorrow night. With the Mootsock and friends. That's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, that's going to the wrong damn table. And thanks for hanging out, Sprouts. Hey, DF. Thanks for stopping by. I missed that one, Sprouts. Good catch. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Paladin. Later, Toby. How much time we got left on that meal? It says it's done. I probably ran away just seconds too soon. There it is. All right. I will see if Jubo's still streaming. Looks like she is, so we're going to raid over to her. She's playing 7 days. Nope, it says she's playing Moria. Okay. So we're going to jump over there and see. She might have just forgot to change her category, but we'll raid out to Jubo regardless of what she's playing. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.